Hello, I'm Yogi Stillness, and thank you for joining us. I'll be your guide in today's meditation. Today we'll be contemplating how to become inspired by our fears instead of avoiding them so that we can cherish life more. We will begin sitting on the floor, a cushion, or in a chair. When you feel ready, allow your eyes to close. Soften the muscle behind your eyes. Soften your jaw. And turn your attention to your breathing. Let's take 3 deep breaths now. Take a great big inhale and hold it in and let it go. Take an even deeper breath in and hold it, and a full exhale. One more inhale and hold it, and last big exhale, let it all go. Allow your breath to settle into a comfortable rhythm, gently flowing between your inhale and your exhale. Contemplate what it is that fills your body with energy and thoughts. Noticing your breath, start to think about who it is that breathes and how life is supported by your breath. Contemplate your 5 senses and wonder who it is that looks, tastes, and hears. Become aware of your thoughts and ask yourself who it is that thinks and how your body contains your breathing, feeling, and thinking powers within itself. Continue silently observing the signs of life within your body. If your mind is disconnected from the breath, come back to it now. Imagine being the witness consciousness without a body. Imagine being in the same room you're in, breathing, feeling, thinking, but without a physical body. Imagine the energies that make up you distinct from the body. Imagine expanding that energy to fill up the entire room. Play with this image for a few more minutes in silence. Bring your awareness to the flow of the inhale and the exhale again. The poet Dylan Thomas wrote the famous words, "Do not go gentle into that good night," to describe the desperation with which we cling to life and fight against things we don't want to let go of. It may seem unpleasant at first, but living mindfully means living with an awareness that all things come to an end. It also means being aware of all of our feelings, even the unpleasant ones. Fear of letting go is a natural and almost universal sentiment. Our task isn't necessarily to overcome all of our fears, especially when fear can be a rational reaction to something that is genuinely scary. Our goal can be to learn how to live with awareness of every part of ourselves, including the part of us that is scared of watching something come to an end. Like leaving a long-term relationship, switching roles in a career, or watching kids go off to college. The natural temptation is to suppress or ignore our fears, or fight to overcome them. But this only gives them more power to affect us unconsciously. When we ignore our fears, it doesn't mean they will go away. They continue to affect how we think just without us being aware that it's happening. When we work mindfully with our fears, it may actually motivate us to live life more fully. When we do not mindfully engage with our fears, they can affect how we feel about everything else. When out of balance, fear can become irrational and may lead us to be overly cautious and anxious about taking chances, staying inside of our comfort zone, and not progressing through life. When the quantity of our time alive is prized over the quality of our time, then it is easy to justify never taking chances, never trying new things, and never meeting new people. Being mindful of how we use our finite time can inspire us to use it wisely. We have to accept letting things go when their time is up in order to live life, or we can easily take things for granted. Remembering this can motivate us to create, teach, and spend time with one another. And knowing this can push us to accomplish things that matter to us and create meaning in our lives, speaking our hearts and building bonds. Fear is human, and what we know about our fears can help us live more fully in the present. Being mindful of the full spectrum of our emotional experience means sometimes we have to face our deepest fears. When we ignore our fears can control us. When we have fortitude to examine our fears, they can actually make us more present, more appreciative, and to cherish our lives. Come back into your body now. Take one last clearing breath in and hold it. And let it out any way you'd like. Then allow your eyes to open. Thank you for showing up for your mindfulness practice today. We are grateful for the opportunity to support you in self-care and look forward to meeting here again tomorrow.